All right. Hello, hello, all.
Hello, friends.
How's everyone doing tonight? I don't know
I think
why I decided to ask that. Like, there was a bunch of people.
the
Like, I was just going to get
gang,
an answer. Like,
the gang is all here. Like that SpongeBob meme.
yeah,
We've got
exactly.
used napkin, potato chip, and penny or nickel or whatever it was. I think it's penny.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm clearly still in work mode, and my brain's not shut off. I think this is a Zoom meeting. Um, Hope everyone's doing well tonight. We are back on Spirit Hunter NG.
woo!
So gonna have some spooky fucking times tonight. Um, I'm Kels. I play our protagonist, and Ami, who may be coming back. She's talking more, so that's something. I mean, she's back, so
Yeah, no longer imprisoned by Kakuya.
exactly. She's no longer in the mirror, so that's something. Her mom's still not awake, but we'll deal with that when it comes. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, and then of course
yeah,
you're also like just the random side characters to help
exactly.
fill in
I
occasionally.
think I was a news reporter last time. I don't even think I played a
Mhm.
security guard.
Wow.
I know.
And of course, I am Lemur and I play everybody else. I also just realized that I heard the kind of air rushing that's happening
Hmm.
for the title screen a little bit better than last time. So
Ooh.
that's going to be fun for me. Um, general reminder that I did actively choose to play this game and to select the scary mode. I do actually enjoy horror content, I promise. If I was not actually having fun, we would be playing something else.
Yep. Yes, I do
So,
promise I do not keep a gun to Lemur's head. We play it until she decides we do not want to play it any longer.
yeah.
And if,
I mean,
you did decide you
I
didn't want to do it any longer, we have solo streams.
yeah, I promise. Even like my freak out about you pulling the most white people shit ever a couple streams ago. Like I truly that is how like I do the same thing when I'm watching horror movies like at home, not in the
Mhm.
theater. I'm not a monster. But when I watch like scary movies at home, I yell like that. So it's part of my enjoyment process. I don't if it doesn't make sense to you. uh, I don't know how to explain it.
I mean, look, I get a lot of enjoyment out of it because for some reason, like, this doesn't tick the actual fear part of my brain. So
Yeah.
it hits the wrong part, but hearing someone else react is makes it so much more fun. So it's like, oh, that's what I'm supposed to be doing.
I see what really gets me, and case in point, if you've watched literally any of the other NG streams, jump scares are the worst for me. Um,
Yeah, you do jump at those a lot.
I I don't I legit I hate it. And yeah, there's been times that I've many a time that I have watched a horror movie through my fingers, and there's definitely been many a stream that I'm purposely not looking at the screen when I think there might be something. And
Uh,
then it still gets me anyway. So if I never don't react, it's because I'm not looking at the screen. That's my
uh,
tell. Um,
Telling it all now.
yes. And of course, other standard disclaimer is that I live in a house full of animals. You will hear them at some point or another, or you will hear me talking to them. So I am not just talking to the ghost in my house. I don't think I have one. And you
Boring.
may or may not hear Cookie the bird yelling, or like a toddler, or any of my dogs. So that's that. It's not, I don't have a toddler in my basement. It's a 26-year-old bird.
But she screams like one.
She does scream like one. I
Uh,
think I've had to have talked about this on stream. We
mhm.
definitely have to introduce her to all new neighbors so they don't call Child Protective Services on us. It's a
Uh,
great time.
I mean, I will say, like, that's a great cover. Like, if you did have a child in your basement, going around to, like, all of
We do not
your
endorse
neighbors.
putting children in basements.
Yeah, just
I don't.
Just putting that out there, like, obviously don't lock a child in your basement, but also, like, it's an easy way to get away with it. Like, just go around and be like, hi, this is my bird. It sounds like a toddler. I promise it's not a toddler. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
God.
So, you know. But I promise there's no toddler in the basement.
Nope.
Yes.
Just a bird that raises my blood pressure.
Cool. Let's recap, shall we?
Yeah.
Because it's been a bit. So we tried to take the elevator to the 44th floor and heard a screech that was probably not an earthquake, then landed at a Christmas sale with flares and a wet floor. Killer Peach mentioned Isimaru's power, and we saw her kill off Oe, but she regrettably lived because of the time loops. Yeah, I thought we got off, well, twice, and she still lived.
Yeah, I was a little excited about that, and then alas.
Mulan got on our shoulders, and we found a katana, a bloody drawing, and Diet Woman Okayama's voice recorder. The voice recorder said Isimaru killed her and is involved in the fire she wants to avenge the victims of. Blood told us she stole the katana and got decapitated by the 5-5 Club. Oe tried to reason with Killer Peach again and got killed again. Still didn't stick. So we used bath soap and made ourselves smell while Mulan played the videotape of Ishimaru's obituary to exorcise her. We used mirrors to rescue Ami from our bathroom, but we still have to deal with Tsukiyomi. Miroku's book appeared in our bar and explained Kakuya's curse and how he thought he had to sew up girls to seal her in the mirror. Seiji broke out of the house arrest and met Oe. We went with Seiji to a hostess club where he blackmailed a dude asking about a development project. And let me just say, could we do better? Yes. Was it also kind of hot? A little bit. So, yeah. Cathartic to see Oe die twice. Bummer about her coming back. Okay, so let's get into shit. All right, 8:20 Friday. I meet up with Amanome around noon, and we head to the hospital where Ami's staying. While Amanome keeps Ami company, the doctor explains her diagnosis to me. Ami's body is healthy, but they found some small irregularities in her brain waves. He mentioned something about alpha or beta waves, but I can't make sense of it. He says he wants to do a more thorough exam, so he'll be keeping Ami another night. For our solo streams, we're playing through a game that has had a lot of brain stuff, and I'm suddenly having awful flashbacks because the last stream ended with half of our characters dying. Yeah, so I'm over here oh no. Oh no, Ami's a psychic. Ami isn't happy to hear that, of course. Before evening, Amanome and I return to Kisoji Station. When we leave the building, the summer sun's blinding rays shine down on us.
The sun's way too bright today. This heat makes me want to kill someone.
Okay.
Hajime, let's get to the Black Rabbit. I'm feeling like a fried egg right now.
Yeah. I wear nothing but black. I am sure I am roasting. We run to the Black Rabbit, hurrying along as we flee from the sun. We crank up the air conditioning and pass the time drinking and talking about nothing. It's a date. Oe's coming by tonight. Apparently, she got a verdict on that report on the cause of the fire. Yeah, lots of fantasies about brains being eaten. I don't want to hear another thing about brain scans, ever.
Sorry I'm late. Be patient. Someone else has got the details.
Oh, yippee. Both of you.
I feel awful. Middle-aged guys like me are not cut out for this heat.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, Nanami. It looks like you're doing well. Our wife is here, everyone.
Our wife is here, and so is our boyfriend. We have the possibility of the threesome. It's a low chance, but it is non-zero.
Such a low chance. But yeah, it's not it's not zero. You're right.
So.
I could look ahead to see if it's possible, but I don't want to spoil too much for myself in the game.
That works.
I'm sure you missed me yesterday. We always miss you, Rose.
We do. You guys were working together?
Yeah, well, I've been really curious about that report on the cause of the fire, too. So I got her to tell me the results early. But thanks to my curiosity, now I've got to do even more work. Sucks to suck, bitch. I make a habit to use whoever's handy.
Apparently, this extra work is always doing.
So, Bon and I will be taking our leave. No, don't leave us with Oe.
My threesome.
I'd have loved to chat with you more. Okay. I would have loved to chat with you more. I can English. But if I don't hurry, I'll miss the bullet train.
Where in the world are you going?
The island of Nunya. Nunya business. Out west on a business trip involving Killer Peach. I can give you more details. I just wanted to say goodbye to you personally.
And I'm okay with that.
Yes.
How about a kiss goodbye?
Bon's like, all right,
yeah,
let's go fuck her up. Okay, bye.
Bon and Rose hurriedly leave.
Talk about coming and going like a tempest. That hottie with the body was Rose, yeah? Too bad I didn't get to introduce myself. Bitch, she is our woman.
I did just propose a threesome, so like...
Yeah, but he needs to be in it for us, not her.
Well, that's true.
Well, hopefully all that goes well.
It involves Killer Peach? What kind of order was it?
Why is she so angry? Before that, I'll tell you more about this.
I don't know. ACAB. Oe takes a familiar document out of her pocket.
Here, I'll give it back to you.
All right, we got the fire report.
I got a forensic researcher to check out the parts that were blackened and unreadable. As I assumed, it's about the fire at the Momoe department store.
You mean that thing Killer Peach, Okoyama talked about on that tape recorder? I'd never heard about it before.
No surprise there, it happened 10 years ago already. We were snot-nosed brats back then, but we weren't interested in the news. Now that I think of it, Hajime, that's about the time I met you, huh?
Was it? I don't remember at all. We are so romantic.
Memories.
He's over here like, how could you forget our anniversary?
It's kind of like with my parents. So they met in a 1st and 2nd grade combination class. Mm-hmm. My mom remembers my dad, but my dad does not remember my mom from that time.
Well,
same thing. Keep talking, detective. So what kind of fire was it?
Oe follows silent for a while and begins to speak in a hushed voice.
I'm not gonna whisper. This is not an ASMR
stream.
Momoe department store was an old store in front of Ginza Station. 10 years ago, a fire shut it down. Then the Sumi group bought it and demolished it and built Moon Tower right on that very spot.
So that's how they're related. That's probably why the floor of a department store appeared outside that elevator. It must be a supernatural effect caused by a spirit, like at the Miroku residence.
I'm sorry I forgot our anniversary. My gorgeous wife that you wanted to hit on just left, and I'm a little forlorn. Oh, excuse me. The fire happened on the 5th floor in the toy department.
Huh? The toy department caught fire.
Oh no. On the news, they speculated that an electrical malfunction in the lights caused it. Whatever the cause was, more than 20 people lost their lives in that fire. Most of the victims were families. Uh-oh. It was just before Christmas, so they probably had come to buy presents. That's some horrible timing.
Yeah. How fucked up do you have to be to cause that fire?
Yeah. At least that's what got reported on the news 10 years ago. Epic. But that isn't the truth. That report made that very clear. The blackened parts had info on the true cause of the fire and the state of the scene.
The true cause, huh?
Yeah, on the floor at the scene of the incident, they found traces of gasoline.
So it was
Ruh-roh.
arson?
Ooh. Exactly. The conditions of the scene leave no room for doubt. The news probably got fed some false info and the evidence got suppressed. Even this report was considered lost because of some accident.
Okay, I decided I don't like it when she smiles. It's a fucking creepy face.
Now the question is, who was behind all that? Though you could probably guess based on what you heard from Okayama's voice recorder.
Okayama was trying to ask Noboru Ishimaru, the president of the Sumi group, about the fire. She was probably suspicious about the truth behind the fire and Ishimaru's relation to it.
Okayama lost her husband and son in the fire. She went after Ishimaru to get revenge and was killed. If Killer Peach had the report on her, that means Okayama must have found it somewhere. She was a member of the Diet, so she must have had connections to get it.
That's some obsession. If she went to those lengths to get that report, she'd probably be the type to hold on after death.
Her family died, after all. I can't say I don't understand her fierce persistence to get the truth. And then just a reminder, Diet in this context is basically like a congressperson,
Yes.
right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Just putting that out there for me and anybody else who
Yes.
wasn't confused the first time. May I ask something? No. Thank you for asking, though. You say the cause of the fire was arson, but was the culprit ever found? Yes, the feds. Diet feds. No, not yet. It wasn't written in the report either. But it must have been someone with one messed up head.
What makes you say that?
According to the report, there was a gun found at the scene of the fire, but most of the victims burned to death. If they wanted to kill them, they could have just shot them, but they specifically burned them. And most of the burnt corpses they found were children. Oh, were chained together.
Well, that's a new one. Chains? What were those for?
How should I know? The report lists some possibilities, maybe to restrain the victims or have them watch each other. I mean, yeah, that would be a great way to make sure they can't get out.
Mm-hmm.
And one that sounds pretty occult too.
What do you mean by occult?
Well, the arsonist may have been trying to play the demon. Oh boy, Tsukuyomi game.
Wait, did you just say Demon Tsukuyomi?
Actually, do you know anything about the demon Tsukuyomi?
No, I've never heard of it before. What is it?
I don't know. I just remember Kakuya talking about it.
I'm sure of it. Ami mentioned that earlier.
Uh-oh.
What? A whisper comes from somewhere. Oh yeah, I'd play our other mouths too.
It's time for a tale. Demon Tsukuyomi, Demon Tsukuyomi, please come here.
So, it's not over yet, huh?
Yucky.
But this time, it's different. The game always starts when Kakuya tells me the name of the spirit. But this time, Kakuya hasn't shown herself yet. Damn it, I have no idea what's going on. I suddenly feel my consciousness drifting away and instinctively hold my head.
Hajime, what's the matter?
It's the curse. Kakuya's curse is back.
Ivan. What? No way. But you saved Ami.
How should I know what Kakuya's deal is? All I know is I'll be in real trouble if I don't do something about this demon Tsukuyomi by today.
What? Yeah, I guess we gotta act before we think right now. You survived this long, so I'm sure it'll all work out this time too. Hey detective, tell us everything you know about the demon Tsukuyomi game. All right.
Then I'll tell you what I know. Rumors of demon Tsukuyomi. The Demon Tsukuyomi game was real popular with middle schoolers at the time. If you performed a certain ritual, supposedly a ghost called the Demon Tsukuyomi would appear and grant any wish. No one really knows what the Demon Tsukuyomi itself is supposed to be. Some say its name is taken from the Japanese god of the moon, Tsukuyomi. Apparently, because it only shows up on nights when there's a moon. The concept is kind of similar to the Kokuri game or a Ouija board. That's Ouija, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Demon Tsukuyomi game ritual has to be done on a night when there's a moon. To summon him, you need chains, something to burn, and 2 hand mirrors. First, you place the chain down like you're surrounding yourself. The area sectioned off by the chain is supposed to be like the altar for the ritual. Next, you take your offering and burn it in the altar. You can burn anything you want, but its value's gotta be proportional to the size of your wish. If your wish isn't granted, then it means the thing you burned wasn't valuable enough. Once you light the thing on fire, you gotta recite a spell to summon the demon Tsukuyomi before it burns up. Demon Tsukuyomi, Demon Tsukuyomi, please come here. Demon Tsukuyomi, Demon Tsukuyomi, please grant my wish. Once you finish the spell, there's one last thing. You gotta use the 2 hand mirrors and join them together. And then the demon Tsukuyomi will appear. Yeah, except for we know that that's how you get to Yomi. I don't like this. I don't think we want to do this.
And that's everything I know about it. That sounds a little different than the rumors we've heard about the other spirits. Doesn't even mention anyone dying.
Between the chains and the fire, it all lines up pretty well with that arson case. Which means the arsonist was trying to perform the demon Tsukuyomi ritual?
Yeah, and what kind of wish do you get out of killing a bunch of human people?
Yeah.
Like ruining a bunch of lives.
Nothing good.
That's just nothing good. That's just one explanation. No one but the arsonist knows for sure. So, Nanami, what are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now?
We're gonna go to Moon Tower, play the demon Tsukuyomi game, or just gather info on the internet.
We are gonna go to Moon Tower.
All right. I'm going to Moon Tower.
Got any reason for that?
That one elevator turned back time. Only a spirit can do that. Something similar happened at the Miroku residence, too. If the elevator's still doing that, that means something's still there. And it might just be the demon Tsukuyomi.
I get you. All right, want to get going then?
Not with you.
If that department store the elevator goes to is the scene from right after the fire, there might be chains left there, so we can try out the demon I will get it. I promise. Tsukuyomi game. Okay, then it's decided. I'll be going with you, obviously. It's my job to protect you, after all.
Aww. He is concerned about us. You're gonna
Now kiss!
Yeah. You're gonna have to fix that ghost allergy of yours before you make claims like that.
Ah. Owned. Ugh. I feel like I've come a long way compared to how I was when this all started.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's not wrong.
A week ago. Yeah. If we're going to Moon Tower, we'll need to prepare first. One does not simply walk into Moon
Yeah.
Tower. Bond's not with us this time, so we can't use the same trick we did before.
By the way, what'd you ask Bon and Rose to do?
Just some minor business.
Minor
And that
business?
is...
I thought it involved Killer Peach.
Sent them to Atami, where Okoyama's house is. After Okoyama died, her personal belongings were sent to her house. I wanted to find out what was still there, what was in there. If there's a notebook, we might learn something about Killer Peach or the arson case.
I can't believe they were fine with being ordered around like that.
When I told Bon it'd be a good scoop, he was all for it. And I introduced Rose to a nice hot spring inn, which got her real interested real fast.
I mean, I would be too, I'm not gonna lie, so... It sounds like Bon and Rose are out of reach. They won't be able to help me with the investigation tonight. So, are we gonna sneak into Moon Tower then?
I'm gonna take a page out of Bon's book.
You're gonna bet on horses?
Just leave it to me. And give me your wallet.
Yeah. Alright, I'm counting on you.
I better get going then. Come to Moon Tower in about 2 hours. What could we do in 2 hours?
Leaving us alone for 2 hours. Oi leaves the bar after that cryptic remark.
Well, we've got some time to kill. Oh shit.
Want to
Seiji's
make out?
Wanna go get a bite to eat, Hajime?
I mean, I'll take a date.
Apparently there's a new traditional style place by Shinza Station. It'll be my treat.
1 to 5. It's free food. If anyone doesn't say 5, I don't know what your problem is.
Yeah, I was gonna say 5.
It's free food.
I'm glad you're excited and all, but you have to mind your manners there, alright? Don't embarrass me, Hajime. We didn't embarrass you the last time you took us on a date that ended up being a business thing.
Yeah, that's true. Amano and I go to the fancy restaurant by Shinza Station. I mean, he's at least taking us to a nice place. So, the food there is mind-blowing, which is to be expected from something so crazy expensive. Though, I would have preferred more meat. Alright, our spirit file has been updated. So, the Momoya department store fire 10 years ago was not an accident. The victims were tied up in chains. The demon Tsukuyomi ritual has similarities with the fire incident. Surround yourself with chains, make an altar, burn something. Incantation, need 2 mirrors, join them by facing together. Wish granted based on the value of the object burned. Okay, so he just took us out for a very nice dinner. Quickie in the bathroom. Time to go to Moon Towers. 2 hours after I split with Oi, I arrive at Shinza Station. It's a Friday night, but weirdly, there aren't many people out.
Wonder how Miss Detective will do.
It's Oi. Yo, I'm at Moon Tower.
Yeah, good timing. I just finished persuading him. Oh.
Persuading, is it? Is that what the kids call it these days?
Just had a nice long chat with the head of security who Bond bribed is all. Told him if he didn't listen to what I said, I'd haul him in for breach of trust. He simmered down real quick after that.
Wow, you really are a shady cop.
What else was I supposed to do? We don't have a lot of options here. Anyway, the back door's unlocked, so get inside. I'll be waiting on the roof. Got something I want to show you.
Okay, meet you there.
Just gonna push us.
Yeah.
Seems all obstacles have been removed. Time to march into battle, Hajime.
Alright. Even this late at night, the asphalt is still hot as I head towards Moon Tower. That's because Japanese summers are something else. And I say that living in Florida. No one's in sight, so I slip in the back door. Unlike outside, it's cool in here. Guess the air conditioner is still running. I reflexively take a quick look around, but I didn't need to bother. There's no one else in the hall.
The detective said she'd be on the roof, yeah? Who knows what she wants to show us, but we better get a move on.
Alright.
So it says the left elevator.
Okay. Took an elevator on the west side. A text. I open up the message. Hey, D-Man! Date 8/20/2200 from D-Man. Subject D-Mail09. How are you? It's D-Man. I prepared your next riddle. Search the broken red monster in the place that exists no more. So, like, the flares in the department store, maybe? I don't know.
I think that's for... Oh. Yeah, not yet.
Okay.
We won't know yet.
Up to the roof?
Yes.
All right. The roof of Moon Tower is an open terrace. It's cloudy tonight, but if it wasn't, we'd probably get a great view of the starry sky.
I was looking down at the lowly peons from this high. Wow.
He's so romantic. Who exactly are these lowly peons?
Hey, you finally made it. Pretty nice spot, isn't it? I'm pretty fond of it, so I come up here now and then.
You come here for a reason?
Well, you know.
So, what are we meeting on the roof for?
This.
I glance down at Oi's feet. She's wearing socks with sandals. She stands by the only bare patch of ground. There's a stone monument in the center. Okay, well, I guess we'll take a look at it. There's some kind of monument in the center. A bunch of letters are engraved in the stone's smooth surface. On one end, in large letters, it reads, Momoe Department Store Fire Victim Memorial. Apparently, this is a memorial for the victims of the Momoe Department Store fire. After a paragraph consoling the dead, there's a list of names. Going down the list, some of the names look familiar. Kenji Okayama, Momotaro Okayama. This is Killer Peach's Tomoko Okayama's husband and son? Okayama had been trying to discover the truth behind the fire that had killed her family, and she was killed for it. Oh. As I keep reading, my eyes snag on a group of names. Their last name. Saburoe, Hirokoe, Yukioe. There's Oes on the list. They aren't.
Yeah, it's just what you think. My parents and my little brother. If their names are here, then they died in the department store fire 10 years ago? Oh my god, Seiji. Good thing you're cute.
Only
that's
one of
right.
us can be the trophy wife, man.
Yeah, that's right. Dumbass. They went to the Momoe department store before Christmas to buy my little brother a present. Why did your little brother go then?
Yeah, I don't.
I
I was thinking about that.
I'd made plans to play at a friend's house, so I didn't go with them. Thanks to that, I was saved.
Then is that why you're so rash when it comes to the Moon Tower case?
Pretty much. I knew Diet-woman Okayama was chasing the truth behind the fire. And that the president of Sumi, Noboru Ishimaru, was keeping a close eye on her. Then Okayama up and vanished. The Sumi folks had to be behind it. Thought I could learn something by investigating them under the guise of the Killer Peach case. Never expected Okayama to be Killer Peach.
She quirks a weary smile. No surprise. This case took a left turn far outside the jurisdiction of regular detectives.
Both Okayama and I lost family in that fire. So I understand Killer Peach's grudge. But I'm a member of the police. I can't accept her approach. I need to stop her no matter what. So I want to pursue the truth by using just means in her place.
By being a dirty cop?
Yeah.
Just means, huh? You do realize this investigation of yours is totally illegal, right?
Quit being fussy.
I don't think it's being fussy, but thanks. I saw Oya get cut down by Killer Peach. Her recklessness back then pissed me off, but when I think about how she'd likely been comparing herself to Killer Peach, I guess it was only natural. No!
By the way, about this memorial. Why is this one spot scratched out?
It's my name, it's fine. I'm secretly a ghost. Among the ordered list of names on the memorial, one appears to be scratched out.
Oh, that. Probably some nasty prank or something. One day it was just suddenly like that.
Whose name was there?
The report only mentioned that there were 25 people. There was no personal info on them.
Huh. The fire resulted in 25 victims, including the one scratched out. The report said the cause of the fire was arson, and the victims had been connected by chains. What the hell happened 10 years ago? And how did it connect to the demon Tsukuyomi? I'll just have to go back into the past to find out.
Well, we're done here, so let's get going. We're headed to the Momoy department store. We'll take the special elevator on the first floor.
Right. All right. So the demon Tsukuyomi rumor notes 2. Victim names were engraved on the memorial. 24 people. Last name Okayama. Oe's family, parents, and younger brother. Empty spot for one name seems to be scraped off. Cause of the fire covered up. Did Okayama know? All right. Anything else that I need to look here?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything. Oops. Huh?
What's up?
I punched the button, but the elevator's not responding. I tapped the button over and over, but the door still won't open. The elevator isn't even coming.
Let me see. Maybe you pushed it wrong.
How the fuck do you push the button wrong, Seiji? You are damn lucky you're cute. He tries pushing the button himself, but it still doesn't respond.
Yeah.
Symbols are clanging together somewhere. Mixed in is what sounds like faint clockwork.
What are you screeching like a baby for? This is how the next boss of the Amanomes is like. They're in for a world of trouble.
Oe, I understand you have to be with us, but I will defend my boyfriend's honor.
Hey, it's not my fault.
Guess no snappy comeback from him. Guess I better find the source of the sound. I think it's coming from over there.
That's terrifying. Whoa. Hey, would you keep it down? What'll you do if security catches wind of us?
I thought you convinced them.
I'd rather avoid as much trouble as we can. Who knows what'll happen?
Good point. It's as if nothing had just happened. I grabbed the gorilla toy off the floor. Cool, I got a symbol gorilla. Can I leave now?
Yeah.
Okay, elevator. Came. Gotta go back to the first floor. Whee! Out of nowhere, there's a loud noise and shaking, but just as suddenly as it starts, it stops. All the lights go out. Huh? Did it break?
Hey, did it really break on us?
To be fair, that is what we get for stepping in an elevator that wouldn't come when we press the button. That might have given us a clue like, maybe this elevator's off. Well, it's all back on now. Guess it wasn't broken. Faulty wiring, I guess?
Hajime, over there.
I look over where he's pointing. Oh, fun! A rabbit plushie hangs from the ceiling. I don't remember seeing it earlier.
That wasn't there when we got on, right?
Probably just fell from the ceiling when we stopped so suddenly. Amanome is in slack-jawed shock, but I ignore him. I yank the toy down as if nothing happened. Mine now. Alright. Oh look, a doll!
Yeah!
As we step out into the hall, a girl's laughter suddenly echoes down it. Laughter now too, huh? What in the world is going on in this building?
Hey, Hajime.
Sorry. Now it's making me laugh.
Was that doll here before?
I look where Amano was pointing and see an old, worn little girl doll. No. I slowly shake my head. All these supernatural things happening one after the other is really creepy. Damn it. Muttering under my breath, I stomp over and pick up the creepy laughing doll. What sounds like a cell phone vibrates nearby, but it's not mine.
Nope, not mine. Which means... Looks like it's me. Excuse me for a sec. Yeah, it's me, Oi. Oh, Bon, huh? Hey there. Yeah, so you got Okoyama's belongings okay? Good.
Sorry.
Good thing Ishimaru didn't get his hands on them.
She stepped away, but she's so loud that I can hear what's going on.
If you find a notebook or diary, look through every last bit of it. Maybe we'll figure out why Ishimaru and Sumi covered up that fire. Alright, I'll let you get to it. So, that's what's going on. I had Bon and Rose go check it out for me. We'll get a call if there are any developments. Alright, let's get to that special elevator.
Alright.
A lot's happened, but we better go see this demon Tsukuyomi thing.
Can we use that elevator?
I got this. I already reached out to the higher-ups. My fingerprint should be added by now.
Then it's just whether it'll send us to the past or not.
Won't know until we try.
She presses her finger to the scanner. Alright, anyone remember what floor? Must have been 44th floor. There's only one option. After riding the elevator for a while, it shakes violently and then... Okay! Huh? A freakish scream pierces my ears like it's rising up from the depths of the earth.
Was that an earthquake? What the heck was that voice?
That earthquake and the voice. I recall what happened at Moon Tower before. This happened the last time I went to the past too.
Huh? So then you're saying we've arrived at...
Yeah, most likely. The mysterious phenomenon stops. The elevator starts moving again, and when it stops, it lets us out on an unknown floor. When the doors open and I step out, guess it still works.
We're really in the past right now? You sure this isn't the present? What's got you so freaked, Squirt? Moon Tower ain't got no shopping area. No way. We seriously gone back to the past.
But if this is the past, there's a problem. Oi was killed by Killer Peach.
What's the matter? You're not one to stand around thinking.
Time to explain that I've been here twice before on my last investigation, and both times Oya died.
Then you're saying it might happen again? How do we ensure that?
Yeah, really.
Worrying about maybes won't get us anywhere. Who knows if the demon will appear unless we look. So let's go see. Speaking of, I have a question before we proceed. Just what is that red thing on the floor? A ghost.
A flare. It was there last time I was here, too.
Oh, that was mentioned in the report.
So this flare was used in the incident? But what for? If you want to burn something, all you need is gasoline and a spark, right?
The theory in the report said the culprit first caused the fake fire with flares. Then they guided all the panicking customers to somewhere they could detain them.
Crafty asshole. Alright, do I need to look at the flares?
No.
No? Do I need to look at anything?
Nope. It just says go forward.
Okay. I sense a presence in the dark. Spinning the flashlight around it, towards it, reveals... Killer Peach back? Okay, I was kind of joking. Killer Peach lying in wait for me. I mean, we went back in time, so...
Hey, wait just a second. That's Killer Peach, isn't it? I thought you defeated her, Hajime.
Time's been turned back. Killer Peach vanished, but the strange phenomenon haven't stopped. So it's not her doing after all. Damn, I'll think of that later. Right now, I gotta do something about her. Killer Peach sways as she walks toward me.
Who are you? Who is that girl? What are you doing here?
The same question as before. But there's no way I can use the same method as I did last time. I don't have the tools. Gotta think of another way. I know the truth behind her grudge now. I need to let her know that somehow, but if I say anything wrong, she'll cut me down. All right. What are we doing here?
To show fire report.
Okay. Hey, look. This is the fire report from Momoi Department Store. I thrust the report out in front of me and Killer Peach slows. It may be me imagining it, but it seems like she's not sure what to do.
Why do you have?
All of her eyes swivel to focus on me. Her stare pierces me to my bones. It's clear she'll see through any lies. Why do I have it?
Because I defeated you. You defeated me.
Yeah, I did. I defeated you, and that's how I got this report. I'm using it to investigate the truth behind the department store fire.
Truth.
Investigating the truth. That's what you did when you were alive.
What I did when I was alive.
You didn't just want revenge on Sumi. You wanted to know the truth behind the fire that killed your family, no matter what, right?
Investigating truth. There is no falsehood in those words.
I meant every word. After a long moment of breathless silence... Oh, damn. With a cry, Killer Peach vanishes. Well, that was easy. First time we've just talked a ghost down.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how we survived, but we did. Man, how are you so calm? I nearly threw up. I was so worried we'd die. Girl, me too. Oh? Something's over there.
The katana Killer Peach used lies on the ground at the spot where she disappeared. Alright, cool, we got a sword.
So the sword. I mean, she's leaving the rest up to you.
How should I know?
Well, with things the way that they are, it may come in handy. I'll pretend I didn't see you take an illegal weapon for now. Hand it over when we leave, though.
Whatever, I'm not planning on getting much future use with it. Alright, spirit file's been updated. Toy and doll in the elevator hall. Plushie inside the elevator. Killer Peach again? I thought I defeated her. Was I entrusted with everything? Alright. Take a quick little look around. A bunch of different products are on display. A bunch of cute plushies. These must be toys marketed to girls. There's a lot of toys out on display. Seems these are all toys marketed to little boys.
It does say go forward.
Okay. A mannequin going by its side. It must be for kids. They're soaked and scalded by the fire, but still manage to keep their shape somehow. But there's nothing worthwhile here. Alright, let's head out. Oh, fun! Chains! We step out into a wide burnt area. Looks like the fire was the worst here. Walls, floor, ceiling, everything's charred pitch black.
According to the report, this children's plaza was where the fire started. It used to be a play area with equipment. There are chains on the ground. Congratulations, Seiji, you have eyeballs. Is this where the demon Tsukiyomi ritual happened? Suku. Probably. Everything points to it, but that's also if it even was done at all.
Papa, Mama, ask Santa for my Christmas presents, okay? Promise? I'm waiting.
Again? Damn it, could they cut it out already?
I mean, technically they live here, and we're just encroaching on their territory.
Yeah, this isn't your house, bitch. So how many supernatural things does that make now? I've lost track. Well, just ignore it. Let's look around.
Alright, let's look around. Okay, I didn't even move.
Ah!
Huh?
Same.
I shine the flashlight on the floor, and several burnt corpses come into view.
Hey, the corpses. No way, they were just there.
It's hard to believe. The corpses that had been so vividly real a second ago have vanished without a trace.
Maybe the victim's grudge is so strong that they showed that to us.
There's a black stain of some kind where one of the corpses had been. I move closer and reach out towards it. Yeah. Ugh. Damn. My ears are buzzing loud enough that I'm getting vertigo. Must be the blood of the victims. That's going to be a super fun bloodometry trick. All right, what do I need to do here? Just look around?
It says examine the burnt vending machine in the back.
Okay. I think that's a vending machine.
Yeah,
A mostly burnt
so.
vending machine. The sprinklers rusted it too, so the thing's barely recognizable. I check the pickup slot and... oh, something's there and it's surprisingly not burned. Yay, ID card! I lower my gaze to the writing on the card. Spirit Memoirs 9-1, Kaguya doll. Congratulations for surviving all of Kaguya's games. You're exactly what I envisioned. Color me impressed. I've watched your triumphs from the sidelines, and I'm sorting all the info so far. First is Kaguya. I wonder if she can't pronounce the gu part of her name because she's a little girl. Let's refer to her as the Kaguya doll. This cursed girl was sealed in the mirror of a prestigious Miroku family. The seal weakened every 10 years, and she could leave the realm of the dead for the present world. The ritual to seal her again was called Nagoshi no Gi, the same ritual which killed those little girls, I believed. But Kaguya isn't in the mirror. I suspect the ritual failed at some point. Now the game. You've experienced these games of death. For you, the game ends if you survive a spirit encounter. How you survive was up to you, and when the spirit was gone, the cycle repeated until your death or she got bored. But the purpose of these games wasn't to kill you. She only wanted a playmate, like a child wanting attention. Being a spirit without knowledge of love, she must have thought that was play. Who knows how she got the other spirits to listen? Perhaps magic, similar to necromancy. I assume her way of hosting was to make them like fairy tales. A dull spirit that embodies the grudge of death. I have to say, Kaguya's games is very fitting. But it doesn't appropriately reflect your efforts. This is an era where even Kaguya uses a phrase like NG. We could call it necro game amongst ourselves. Though you likely couldn't care less about the name. My apologies. At any rate, you survived NG and saved your sister. I wish you a happily ever after. I wonder why Kaguya was obsessed with you. D-Man. How the hell did D-Man hide a card here? Thoughts for another time. Right now, I gotta take care of Demon Tsukuyomi. Okay.
Alright, examine the burnt bench to the left of the vending machine.
A burnt bench that's fallen apart. If you go by the stand of this bench, the fire was really bad. I look around the area and find a gun on the floor. This gun. I think it's the one the arsonist had.
Find something?
No. I found the gun the arsonist... What the fuck, Hajime? I found the gun the arsonist had. Don't give it to the cop.
What?
I pick up the gun from under the bench and show it to her. Do we still have Seiji's gun?
I hope not. We'd get in trouble. Looks like it still works.
Like, if I remember correctly, we had it at home, but then cops were in our home the entire time because Aunt Natsume collapsed there.
Yeah.
So hopefully we hit it really good. Yeah. What do you do with it now? Preserve it as evidence?
Nah. If the thing still works, it might come in handy when we're fighting the spirit.
I doubt a gun will work on a spirit.
You never know.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to shoot a ghost?
Yeah.
I'm not big. Anyway, we'll better get... We'll get better evidence from Tomoko Okoyama's house.
Okay.
I'll take it once we get out of this alive, so don't go losing it now.
If worst comes to worst, you'll turn a blind eye to me shooting this, right?
Depends on how I'm feeling at the time.
Hey. We got holy shit, a shotgun. Okay. Okay.
Examine chains.
Blackened chains are on the floor. Must have used these to make sure the hostages didn't escape.
Yeah, the victims were wrapped in chains. Gas was poured on them, and they were set on fire. These kids are on fire. Sorry. I'm sorry.
A little more morbid.
It's fine. I'm going to hell for other reasons.
Oh.
Some grand ritual sacrificing innocence just for his own ego.
The venom in her words stops my tongue. Maybe I can learn something if I touch the chains. Might see more if there's blood on them. I'll take all the information I can get. Huh? The instant I touch them, my hand is scalded by searing heat. I quickly yank my hand back. I mean, it was on fire, so like...
What's wrong?
The chains are still hot.
You're kidding me. Sit down, Maverick. But the links look normal. Cool metal.
The chains don't look hot at all, but I definitely felt heat when I touched them.
Ow.
Clearly not believing me, Amanome reaches out to touch the chain and gets burnt.
They're really hot.
Alright. Do I bloodometry?
It says perform bloodometry.
There's no blood stains anywhere.
I guess not. Is there any other spots we can look?
I don't know. Floor is crumbling from the heat of the fire. The burnt floor is in a pathetic state. There's piles of ashes everywhere. Okay. Oh, what's over here? It's a hole in the floor with water in it. Probably filled up when the sprinklers went off. It's clear enough water that the ceiling is reflected in it. Okay. Alright, here we go. Here's a bloodometry. A black stain on the floor. It's probably the victim's blood. I slowly reach out with my fingers to the blackened blood stain on the floor. We're in hell. Oh, sorry.
I'm scared. Help me.
Sorry, kiddo.
Oh. What in the world are you thinking? What will this even accomplish? It's not too late to... Oh my god. Shut up, idiot. You see what's on his arm, though?
Yeah. That's
This
not
is the
great.
most important part. Hi, Leia. That scared the shit out of me. My hand is... I'm sitting really weird in my chair. It's been a long day, so I'm trying to, like, you know, not or just keep my body active so my brain doesn't, like, anyway. All of a sudden Leia was licking my hand, and it freaked me out for a hot second before I remembered that's where she was.
It's the department store before it was burned, but something's off. A man with a cigarette hanging from his mouth looks down at several adults chained together. On his arm are some familiar-looking mouths. Between him and the adults is a kid. Looks like he's soaked in something. The plastic container on the floor makes it pretty obvious what that something is.
Masaru. What are you going to do with Masaru? So this kid's name is Masaru, huh? That's my name too. Maybe that'll make Mom happy.
I'm gonna guess whatever you're about to do is not gonna make your mom happy, but...
You asshole.
The man with the scarf tries to jump forward, but two others grab onto him.
Don't move, he'll kill us too. Just endure it, I don't want to die. Let me go, Masaru. Papa, Mama, help me. Oh, Masaru. Yeah. Shall we get started? Mom's waiting after all. I think I'll start with this kid.
He plucks the cigarette from his mouth and turns the fiery tip towards the kid.
Oh. Cry loudly for me, okay, Masaru? For Demon Tsukuyomi's sake.
Oh, kiddo.
Demon Tsukuyomi, please come here. Demon Tsukuyomi, please grant my wish. Please, my mom.
Damn. I feel sick.
I hated that. You're scowling, Hajime. What did you see something?
Does this imply that we're not always scowling? Because I just sort of assumed we had resting bitch face.
Yeah, that's just what our face looked like.
Yeah. I tell Amano Man Oi about the tragedy that happened here. A demon Tsukuyomi ritual sacrificing a bunch of families. The man laughing horribly as he did it. I can barely even say the words.
No. Then the Demon Tsukuyomi ritual was what he was really after, huh?
Looks like, yeah. The granted wish needs to be proportional to the value of the burned object. So he burned living humans.
Nanami? You said the arsonist was a man, yeah?
Yeah,
That makes sense.
in his 30s maybe. Said his name was Masaru. And he had mouths on his arm.
Mouths?
It's Kakuya's curse. Better explain. I tell her about the horrifying mouths that appeared on me and Aunt Natsumi.
In other words, the arsonist might have been caught up in Kakuya's game.
Yeah, most likely. Gah. Countless mouths surface and begin crudely laughing.
It's almost the finale of the tale. Demon Tsukuyomi, please grant my wish.
Shit, I don't have much time left.
Is the curse progressing?
Yeah.
Not good.
He falls silent, thinking about something. What's gotten into you?
The curse won't stop until you defeat the spirit.
Yeah.
Then what we need to do is find it, yeah?
Yeah.
Then it's time to throw all the chips. Throw the chips all in. We're calling Demon Tsukuyomi.
So, you're saying we gotta perform the Demon Tsukuyomi ritual?
Exactly.
That's our only choice? There's no other way to escape the curse other than doing something about the Demon Tsukuyomi. Time's running out. I gotta take a gamble. It's like I'm tightrope walking over a chasm. Actually, I'm always being backed up to the edge of a cliff.
We can summon Demon Tsukuyomi if we have chains, 2 hand mirrors, and something to burn. We've already got the chains here, so Just need the mirrors and a fire starter.
I should have brought that compact mirror. Wait, you're a working professional. Don't you have a hand mirror or something?
Don't look at me. Sorry. I battle with my wits, not with my looks.
You're kidding. What about something to start a fire?
I don't smoke, but I've got a lighter on me. We just need something to burn then.
Nothing for it. I'll have to look around. I mean, we have, like, toys in our... I don't like this.
What's this song? Oye has completely blocked out Christmas.
Yes.
And doesn't remember Jingle Bells.
It's
I
trauma.
can barely make it out, but it sounds like Jingle Bells.
This song was playing in the vision I saw. Alright. We got a vision of the scene of the fire. Like everyone thought, it was arson. Demon Tsukuyomi ritual performed with victims as sacrifice. This is Momoi, site of the fire. Saw a ghost of the victim. How to replicate the Demon Tsukuyomi ritual? Chains? Object to burn? What about the joined mirrors? Alright.
So we need to examine... Are we back in the kids department?
No, but we can go
Wait,
back.
We need to go back to the kids department. We need to
Yes? Okay. Figured they would
look
burn.
at this.
Better check the display toys. Could probably use this for the ritual. I pull a slightly burnt hand mirror out from among the toys.
It's burnt, but the mirror part looks just fine.
Alright.
What's this?
He shows me a stick he found among the products on display. Who knows? The tip's melted. Might come in handy. Okay, I don't like Christmas music at normal times. But when it's July and in a horror thing, not my favorite.
So we need to examine blue toys.
Alright. They don't all look like it, but most are wet to the touch. So wet that I kind of don't want to shove any of them into my bag. Huh? There's something red between a few of the animals. I grab it. What's a flare doing here? It was between soaked plushies, so it's also wet, making it unusable. But it's definitely a flare like the ones on the floor by the elevator.
We could have used that if it wasn't wet.
Yeah. Sighing, I put it back.
So examine blue toys.
I assume those are the ones back there. A bunch of toys for little boys.
Hey, you think you could use these gloves?
For what?
How should I know?
When does your brain ever work?
Anytime I'm in a pinch.
Alright, we got rider gloves. I find a toy robot nearby that still looks normal. Normal enough, anyway. Alright, we got a burnt robot.
What are you going to use that for?
Oh.
When does your brain ever work?
When it needs to.
Here's hoping.
I look around a bit more, but everything else is burnt beyond recognition. Is Oi doing fucking anything?
Go back to the elevator.
Okay. Okay.
Examine flares.
Bunch of flares are on the floor.
We could use flares for the ritual. But they're too wet to use. They're rolling everywhere, so let's see if any still work.
Sure. I check each flare on the ground to see if they can be used for fire needed for the ritual. So, find any good ones?
Nope, they've all been used before.
Oh, well. Okay. I've got everything, but I couldn't find anything to burn.
We could just use that flare. I don't like that it stopped playing Christmas music. Not that I enjoyed it to begin with, but you know.
Yeah, I'll take this music over Jingle Bells any day.
We just need the gunpowder inside. Hey, I found a flare by that spot where you found that stick toy. It can't be used, but it was laying around in such an odd place. Maybe there'll be more in other spots? True. Some might even be usable. But one ain't gonna be enough. We need a bunch of them.
Got it. Guess I'll go back and double check where I've already looked.
So back to the kids department. Ugh.
Oh, yippee! Okay. Oh, that was fun.
Eeh. Examine plushies again.
Bunch of different products on display. All I've found so far are wet flares, but I may as well try again.
Want to take another look?
Yeah, there might be spots that aren't wet. We search every nook and cranny for a spot that's dry. Aha, there's a dry patch behind some of the plushies. I push an animal aside to see one with a big hole in its back. A red tube pokes out of it. Found one that looks like it still works.
Hey, nice work. Just, like I thought. But why are there flares all over? Beats me. Probably left by the arsonist. There's no way to understand people like that. Now let's keep looking elsewhere. Once we call Demon Tsukuyomi, the truth will come to light. On it.
Alright.
Mannequin. The mannequin.
A mannequin. Going by its size, it must be for kids. I check all around and on the mannequin and the kids' clothes.
You find anything?
Nope.
Oh. Hey, I found one over here.
I am about to fucking lose it with the music.
There is one. Keep looking for others. This is hell. Go back to the elevator.
Okay.
Examine clothes stand.
There's a clothes stand?
Yeah.
Back there? There are clothes on display. I search around the display.
How about that? I found one that looks usable.
Thank you. The rest of this is just clothes, huh?
You put any in your bag, I'll tag you with police tape.
Wasn't gonna touch them. Also, these clothes technically no longer exist, so...
Examine Christmas tree.
Christmas tree. I check around the tree. There's a flare in the pot. Found one that looks like it still works.
Hey, nice work. Keep looking for others.
I'd rather just die at this point.
So we need to go forward to Kids Plaza.
Okay.
So we want to examine the kids' mounting car, is how it is phrased.
It's a reminder of something kids can ride. I check out the playground equipment. There are 3 flares around it. Here's hoping these are still okay. I pick each one up and check if it can be used. 2 out of the 3 are too burnt, but the last seems like it could still work. I wish all of them were good. At least it wasn't a total bust. Found one.
Hey, nice work. I can't wait for this song to be stuck in my head for the rest of the night. Keep looking for others. I don't. Oh wait, that is the last one. How many does that make?
I count the flares in my bag. 5. Some are kind of damp, but
$5 footlong.
yeah.
Don't pick on your brother, please. We only need the gunpowder inside him. With a flame, they'll dry right up and ignite.
Guess I'll start preparing for the ritual then. What's this? Just got a few more teeth.
Mouths. Yucky.
The screams from the mouths pierce my brain.
The tale has reached happily ever after. Yomi demon, Tsukuyomi demon, Tsukuyomi demon. Don't open, don't open, don't open, don't open. Demon, Tsukuyomi demon, Tsukuyomi demon. Please grant my wish, please grant my wish, please.
Almost, huh? All that's left is to do the ritual, call Demon Tsukuyomi, and defeat it. Oh my god!
All right, examine the blackened chains. We are going to be using the rider gloves.
Okay. Let's see. I pulled the rider gloves out of my bag and put them on. Hesitantly, I touched the chains.
How is it?
They're not hot. I can carry them this way. I maneuver the chains into a circle. Is this okay?
I think so.
The chains are ready now. Okay.
All right, so we are going to, at the floor center, use any flare in your bag.
Okay.
Break down the flares and leave just the gunpowder on the floor.
We'll need multiples so it burns longer.
Exactly.
I take out the flares and tear them apart.
I'll help you.
It's way too much effort, but at least it's worth it. We managed to gather quite a bit of gunpowder.
Should be plenty now. Hurry and get that other stuff ready.
Oh my god. Okay, what next?
Examine the water pool on the left. Use burnt hand mirror, and press O. It's a red circle.
Yeah.
With and to initiate the next scene.
I take the burnt hand mirror from my bag and try holding it up to the puddle. The puddle's reflected in the mirror, and the mirror's reflected in the puddle.
That should work for joining the mirrors part.
Okay. I swear to God, as long as I don't even care if we die at this part, just finish the song. I swear to God, this is like what they teach torture for the CIA. I'm ready to do the Demon Tsukuyomi ritual. All I need to do is say the magic words. What?
I definitely have a lot of empathy and for retail workers, but like this is a special kind of hell. So on top of people being assholes, they gotta listen to Christmas music all day, every day.
Yeah.
During, the holidays. Lifting your curse is probably a good idea.
Yeah, I'll go with that then. Time to light the gunpowder from the flares. Once it's burning, I close my eyes. Demon Tsukuyomi, Demon Tsukuyomi, please come here. Making a silent wish for the curse on me to be released, I call forth the Demon Tsukuyomi.
I don't want to look at the screen. I don't want to know.
What feels like an
scary.
eternity of silence passes. Suddenly, the room darkens and I feel cold. Everything is enveloped in a strange stillness, almost like I'm the only person in the whole world. As that feeling settles over me,
Oh, Lord.
well,
Ew. Ew.
huh? A small clump of flesh appears out of thin air. Weird lumps grow rapidly all over until it's suddenly a huge mass of flesh.
Ew.
This is the demon Tsukuyomi? It's completely disgusting. My whole body shudders.
I can't say I expected this.
Run home to mommy if you're scared.
Like hell I will. Can't leave you alone after coming this far.
Aw, he does love us. Then know you're stuck with me until it's over. Until death do us part. Some kind of dark surge attacks me. It roils like burning hatred. Shit, what am I supposed to do?
Grant. Grant. Grant.
Grant? Like a wish? But what wish am I supposed to grant?
I wanna. I was super excited for it.
What? Looking forward to what? Do you understand?
Do you think the face that said it that wait, don't you think the face that said that sounded like a little kid?
Now that you mention it, the Grant one sounded like an adult.
Exactly.
So a parent wanting to grant a kid's wish? Something a kid wants from their parents.
No clue what that'd be though.
I mean, we have half of a toy store in our
Too
bag,
mature. Yeah, we do.
so we don't have
we
anything
don't have
else
any-
to go
Oop.
on.
My bad, sorry.
It's up to us to figure out the rest.
Got too excited.
How dare you? All right. So a parent wants to grant a kid's wish. If I can grant that, then... All right, survival escape.
Alright, lower right face will be the symbol gorilla.
Okay. Okay, lower... I assume that has to be the lower right face.
I assume so. Buy me a big monkey, please. Yeah, perfect.
We have a monkey. All right. No reaction at all, huh? No idea if I've got it right or not.
Why don't you just give something to all of them first?
Okay.
Upper right face?
Well, I did the upper left, sorry.
Okay. Grant my wish, Mom, please. Melted stick is upper left.
Melted stick.
Yes.
Here, have a stick. No reaction again. Maybe I need to give things to all the faces first, like Amanome said. Okay, upper right.
I want Jennifer. The laughing girl.
Okay. No reaction again. Yeah, I need to give things to all the faces, okay?
Lower left.
Mm-hmm.
Pew pew, boom bang. Robot.
All right. I've given
Okay,
something to every face. All I can do now is wait for a reaction.
Yay, a symbol gorilla. Thanks, Dad.
One of the faces cries out excitedly. Whoa,
You did it, buddy.
it's too early to celebrate. I sound grim, but we haven't heard the other faces' reactions yet.
It's Jennifer. Thank you so much, Mom.
Apparently, I got a second face right, too.
Yeah, it does feel strangely wholesome. Yeah, it's Kaiser Robot. Kaiser Punch.
A third face also yells excitedly. Just one more.
Mom? Mom? Wow, this isn't Mom. Wow.
Huh? Right when I thought we were in the clear, Demon Tsukuyomi goes berserk. Chains come flying at us. Shit!
Well,
You okay, Amanome?
yeah, just barely.
Damn it! We can't do anything when it's like this. Run! I make a break for it. Amanome and Oeami yells. We clearly did not give a shit if Oe was okay there, and that's fucking hilarious.
Seems like that angry face was the only wrong one. That's what it told me to do, so what do we do?
Well, if we knew what it wanted.
That's the one that was all Mom this and Mom that, yeah?
Yeah. Hey, Oe, you want to pretend to be its mom? Demon Tsukuyomi doesn't sound very far away. Must be chasing us.
We better get out of here.
Where can we go?
Use the elevator to go back to where we were. We'll figure out what it wants in the meantime.
May as well. We've got no other choice. Okay, last time we tried to flee from a ghost, it didn't work, so... Barreling into the elevator hall, I run straight to the door and press the button. What?
What's the matter? Hurry and open it.
I pushed it, but it won't open. Yeah, this happened last time we faced a ghost, too. I jam my thumb on the button again and again, but the thing still doesn't open. Has it caught up to us?
No, I don't see it. Even when I do, it'll be far enough away that if we can get the door open...
The pep talk is appreciated, but if we stay stuck like this, we'll be up shit creek. God damn it. Fine, if you're gonna be that way. This stupid door is pissing me off. I grip the edges and try to force it open. Ugh! Realizing what I'm trying to do, Oe jumps in to help me out. Amanome? It fights us, and we haven't made much progress before Demon Tsukuyomi appears. It's not very far away.
No way.
Shit, I was careless.
Hey, hurry it up, Hajime. At this rate, we're gonna die.
Thanks, I hadn't noticed.
Grrr, open up.
Terror gives me the extra strength I need, and the door cracks open. Yes! I slip my hands into the crack and force it open. Open! Alright, go, get inside! Have we forgotten that, our curse is about to eat us too? Like, we don't have much time. Amanome runs in, followed by Oe. Once I'm sure they made it, I slip inside too. Great! What I wanted to do in an elevator. Close the door now! Oe smashes a button on the panel.
It's no use. The door won't close because it's caught on Demon Tsukuyomi.
You're giving up after we made it this far? Move! Ugh! With a roar, I kick Demon Tsukuyomi with all my might. The heat burns the sole of my shoe, filling the elevator with the smell of burnt rubber. The spirit retreats just enough that the door manages to close.
Hey, relax, man. Whoa, nicely done, Nanami.
Huh? We're going up?
Mm-hmm. Seems so.
Oh, I hope if we can go back down.
That's up to luck. At least we're safe for now.
Why would you jinx it?
I don't know if I should say this, but kicking a spirit is such a you thing to do.
Did you find it hot? Shut up. You tried to shoot one with a gun. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
A gun, huh? Obviously not a real one. Just a model gun with some slight modifications. Extremely slight. Oh, something to look forward to after we survive this. You can give me all the juicy details later. I'll bring you out to dry. Girl, there's a time and a place.
Yeah.
Ugh. Now I'm in for it. Give me a break, detective.
Lucky for us, the elevator connects to Moon Tower's roof. We rush out onto the terrace. The
Blood
hell's
moon
up with the
rises
moon?
once again.
Uh,
Wrong game.
After we left the department store, we should be back at Moon Tower. Did the demon Tsukuyomi do this?
Damn, we won't get away that easily, huh? If the demons got control of this place, then it'll probably be here soon enough. What do we do, Hajime?
I can't just poof ideas out of thin air, you know.
We just gotta do something about that last face, right?
Which face?
You know, the one that was all, this isn't mom, or whatever. All the others seem satisfied.
To be fair, we did just give it a melted stick, so like...
What do they mean by saying they want their mom? Do we need to set up our lovely detective as a mom figure or something? I'm shit at acting.
You're shit at most things. Congratulations. A cell phone vibrates, breaking the silence. Please tell me it's a D card right now.
Whoa, that's me.
Never mind. She pulls her phone from her pocket.
It's fun. Maybe Okayama's things reveal something. Hey, it's me. I'm kind of in the middle of something right now. What? You're serious? So he's on there too? It's nothing. Just talking to myself. If there's nothing else, I gotta go. We got our hands full at the moment. We'll talk more later. Bye. Bye. I can't believe it.
You seem excessively shocked over something. Get some amazing info or what?
Yep, it's a doozy. Remember the name that was scratched off that memorial there? Well, that name was Masaru Ishimaru.
Oh shit.
Ishimaru.
Wait, Ishimaru was the president of Sumi.
Yep, and Masaru is Noboru Ishimaru's second son. But that's not all. According to Okayama's notebook, Masaru Ishimaru was the one who caused the fire.
What? Seriously?
That's just Okayama's own conclusion after she conducted an investigation alone. That gun found at the scene could have belonged to just any random schmuck. Couldn't have belonged to any random schmuck. That's what caused her to be suspicious. Am I okay to keep doing this, or... No. That's what caused her to be suspicious of Masaru. He was notorious for his violence and his habit of abducting people. His habit
Just a habit.
of abducting people. Just
a little one.
fun boy things.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys, abducting people for funsies. What? Rich people, man. Dad's influence prevented him from ever getting arrested, though. Daddy's money.
Yeah, pretty much.
At
What's
kleptomania, but for people. So, if he was the arsonist, then the one who sacrificed all those people for the demon Tsukuyomi ritual was...
Yeah, it had to be him. Masaru Ishimaru. The thin man with the gun who I saw standing in the kids' plaza during my vision. Must have been Masaru Ishimaru.
Don't let his father off the hook, though. He knew what his son liked to do, so he must have guessed who the arsonist was.
His fun little habit.
A quirk. And he still added his son's name to the list of victims without even batting an eye. Counted as a victim, it's harder to investigate him. Plus, it buys a whole lot of sympathy too.
So they're both pieces of shit. What's new?
Yeah. I forgot this was me. Complete garbage. Like, yeah, this is not me this time. Stupid. Guess someone agreed because the name on the memorial was scratched out. If Ishimaru died in the fire, then he's probably a part of the demon Tsukuyomi too. Yeah, they're rich people. Of course they sucked. That means even in death, the victims are stuck with the guy who killed him.
Fun!
Oh my god. Finn, you just scared the shit out of me. He just walked by me, that's all. He just touched me, and I was like, ah. I bet if we beat him, the victim should rest in peace.
But how do we do that?
That's your department.
So much for we. Before we beat him, we gotta find him.
They'll find us.
Fun!
Hey, Hajime, I think we're out of time. Man, you are a persistent bastard. How did it follow us? It's a demon?
How the fuck should I know? But now that it has, there's only one thing to do. Finish it here and now.
Epic.
Masaru Ishimaru should be in that thing somewhere. If I find him, gonna ask him what the fuck was up with his whole collecting people shit. Alright, scene 2.
Alright, upper right face.
Okay.
Mommy. Maverick, stop.
Okay.
Katana.
I stare down at the katana in my hand.
That blade's all we got.
The sword I got from Killer Peach should work against her mortal enemy, Masaru Ishimaru.
Now, just to figure out which one you're slashing.
Sorry if I get it wrong.
We'll die together then.
Can we hold hands? Amanome's resolve bolsters my own determination, and I turn towards Demon Tsukuyomi.
What's that sword?
I point the sword at the Demon Tsukuyomi, and it lets out a terrified yelp. You're Masaru Ishimaru. It's terrified, and it should be. It draws a smirk out of me, and I confidently heft the weapon. I dash forward, aiming at Ishimaru's face.
Ah, no!
Demon Tsukuyomi hurls countless chains at me, at the dangerous metal flying every which way. Instincts blaring, my body senses the chain's trajectories. I dodge every last one of them. Die,
Not like
Ishimaru!
other girls.
Yeah. Once close enough, I push hard off the ground and jump high into the air. I slash the katana from bottom to top.
Ah!
Ishimaru flinches in fear. Blood spurts everywhere, getting all over me. That's gonna be super fun to walk home with. Take the train, it'll be fine. Huh? For a second, a familiar place flashes into view. I'm sure that's... Ugh, there's no time for this right now. I gotta do something about him. Alright, we got Black and Blood. Made it flinch and that's it. Guess physical attacks won't take it down. I have to use emotional damage. Any other ideas, Amanome?
Call them names.
Yeah.
My only thought of how to destroy spiritual stuff is to use something supernatural. Or perform some kind of ritual. But we can't do that kind of stuff. And all we got left is to listen to his wish.
He's using his brain cells.
Don't be stupid. There's no way in hell we need to grant his wish.
Then what are we supposed to do? She bites her lip and falls silent. I'm sure she knows. But it's impossible to bring herself to allow it since the fire was how she lost her family. Out of nowhere, the spirit starts moaning.
Carve, 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 carve.
Is it saying carve? But I have no idea what that means. Do I really have to grant Masaru Ishimaru's wish? Time's running out. Whatever I do, my best chance is while it's still stunned. Time's running out. Gotta do something while it's still stunned. Carve. Think on what that could mean. It's that or grant Ishimaru's wish.
Carve the Christmas turkey.
Alright, survival escape.
So you want to select the memorial
Okay.
and use the blackened blood.
The memorial, huh?
It was made to comfort the victims.
Huh?
It's a
To
weird time to
comfort
talk about
them?
this.
Hey, don't you think that's kind of like a magic ritual?
Now that you mention it, yeah. But what do we do? This thing's already built, so it's achieved its purpose.
That's the problem, huh? But if all goes well, Demon Tsukuyomi might rest in peace. Blackened blood?
Mhm.
I touch the blackened blood staining my cheek. The darkened blood brings those words to mind suddenly. Carve. Carve. The blank spot on the memorial.
What's the matter? Not exactly the best time to be mumbling to yourself.
Nothing.
Share with the class.
Just thinking we might need to engrave something in that blank space on the memorial.
Something. Oh. A name.
Yeah, exactly. We need to add a name. But the problem is...
Whose name?
Yeah. The problem is whose name we should engrave in the blank spot. Whose name should I engrave on the memorial?
Tomoko Okoyama.
I write a name with the blackened blood on my finger. Someone whose strong grudge made her a spirit.
Maverick.
She should be listed as a victim too. Tomoko Okayama.
Who is that?
The name of a woman who lost her husband and child in the fire you set. She was killed by your old man when she tried to reveal the truth behind the fire.
So what?
Damn it, he doesn't even care. Was Killer Peach Okayama not the right name? We have to appeal to the
What?
other Okayama.
What?
Or, sorry, other Masaru.
Someone. What are you? What are you going to do to me? Stop. Maverick. Oh shit.
Justice is served. I've heard that voice somewhere before. The mythological Momotaro must have been guided by the name written on this memorial, crossing time and space to exterminate evil.
No.
Woo! A wind blows across the roof and the demon Tsukuyomi dissolves. Are those grateful cries from people mixed in with the sound of the wind? I knew it! Mama really is Momotaro! Aww. A child's voice pipes up from among them, proudly boasting about their mother. We survived!
Yay!
Seiji, kiss us!
Hey.
Alright. The ominous scarlet moon vanishes and the sky reverts back to normal. Yay, we lived!
Yay!
And we have several less teeth.
I take it your curse was lifted if your expression is anything to go by.
Yeah. Guess I managed to survive again. Demon Tsukuyomi disappeared, but it didn't leave a pool of blood behind. Guess that makes sense. I already got Ami out. Speaking of blood. Blood flew out when I cut the demon Tsukuyomi with the katana. It was only a flash, but I saw a vision of the attic in the Miroku residence. Why did that place appear? Better check it out. I touch the blood in my clothes and concentrate. Fun!
Wow, nice work there.
The first thing I hear is a young man's voice. It's the arsonist, Masaru Ishimaru.
That was captivating, truly. Guess going full criminal to kidnap a kid really was worth it after all. Masaru. I allowed you to watch, but if you continue to say things like that, I'll have to ask you to leave.
The man in the white monk robes replies coldly. His voice sounds familiar too. It's gotta be Yakumo Muroku, the author who turned girls into dolls.
Don't be like that, old man. Without my pop's power, you'd be behind bars right about now. Yes, I'm extremely grateful to Noboru. It's entirely due to the Ishimaru's family's cooperation that I am able to fulfill my duty. That Nagoshi Noji ritual or whatever, yeah? Sounds like a mouthful. Why not shorten it to NG? That sounds like a name a child would choose. Masaru, please refrain from saying anything that draws interest of the Kaguya doll. The seal is in the process of weakening. She may be listening at this very moment. Ooh, now that's scary. You better hurry up and finish making her playmate. Hey, what's this? Oh, since I'm the last successor of the Miroku family, it's just junk now. I suppose you're being you being a wrinkly old man means you're not interested in getting it on anymore. It would look that way to you. Ever since I lost the power of my hands in an accident, I've given up on ordinary happiness. What do you mean by power of your hands? Each of my hands held a special power. The power to bestow was one of them. I would use it to bestow spiritual power into that doll, and give it to her. So does that mean... because you lost your power thing, that's why you're killing kids and making them into dolls? It's up to you whether you believe me or not. I believe you. I love stories like that. Anyway, what about you, Masaru? Huh? What about me? Will you marry and have a happy family? Noboru would surely be pleased if you had a child. Would Mom be happy in heaven too? You're still hung up on Yoko. Yoko? Of course I am. Pops only shoves money at me. Mom actually loved me. She's my everything, even now. Forever.
Okay, a little bit of an Oedipus complex, but...
Yeah, someone's got mommy issues. I always want to relive the time when Mom was around. You see?
At Ishimaru's strange outburst, Miroku stops and frowns.
It would be nice to go back to the past you long for. By the way, old man. You write scary fairy tales, yeah? So that means you're an expert on the occult? Yes, to some extent. What about it? I want to ask you something. Could you tell me about the Demon Tsukuyomi thing?
What? That was... The arsonist Ishimaru abducted girls and Yakumo Miroku turned each of them into dolls. It lines up with what was written in the Nagoshi no Gi book I found at the Black Rabbit. Plus, that strange doll Ishimaru grabbed. That was the doll I picked up at the Miroku residence.
You look serious, Hajime. Did something happen?
No, it's nothing. I'm still trying to process everything I just saw. There's no way I can explain it right now.
Well then. We survived that by the skin of our teeth, but we can take a breather. Let's get the hell out of here before someone finds out we broke in.
Right, let's go.
We're not going to go someplace weird again, are we?
It'll be fine. Probably. If the demon Tsukuyomi was the one causing time to reverse, then we shouldn't be led to the scene of the fire again. There's just like 8 spirits in there, it's fine. I press the button for the first floor and the elevator quietly starts moving.
So well, we did everything right. The character profiles, so we should have unlocked additional profile pages for each character.
Okay, I can't look at them at the moment, but...
Okay.
The elevator reaches the first floor without any issues.
Oh, we made it back all right. Come on, we don't have time to be standing around. Let's get going.
Oya makes it clear that she wants to be out of this place, so we leave.
Whew. We should be safe here. Good job, you two. Sheesh, I'm exhausted. That's no joke. I want to sleep like a log. Hey, what's that face for?
Something's bugging me. What exactly was that demon Tsukuyomi we saw?
That's an incredibly vague question. It was probably a mixture of all the people who died in the fire.
No, I get that, but the demon Tsukuyomi ritual itself existed way before the fire, right? It's not really related to the fire at all.
Huh. Yeah, that's true. So basically you're wondering whether we faced the real demon Tsukuyomi.
More or less. We were originally trying to summon the demon Tsukuyomi, and then that thing appeared.
First, let's sum up what we know. The arsonist, Masaru Ishimaru, burned humans alive in an attempt to summon demon Tsukuyomi. His wish was to revive his late mother. Talk about crazy occult maniacs. She's also the late wife of President Ishimaru of the Sumi Group. She's still quite dead. I confirmed that when I was investigating the Sumi Group.
In other words, his wish to the demon Tsukuyomi wasn't granted.
That's what that mean, yeah. This is just a theory, but maybe a wish was granted. Except it wasn't Ishimaru's wish.
So whose was it?
The victims that Ishimaru killed. The voices of the 24 victims would have been louder than Ishimaru's voice. In an extreme situation like that, they would have all been wishing the same thing.
I don't want to die, huh?
Exactly. And in its own warped way, the demon Tsukuyomi granted that wish, creating the demon Tsukuyomi that we saw, I guess.
So the rumor about the demon Tsukuyomi granting wishes was true?
Well, if my theory is right, that demon Tsukuyomi could have also been a completely unrelated ball of rage. And nobody's wishes were granted during that fire.
Which would mean the rumors about the demon Tsukuyomi were false.
Even so, believers in the occult would just deny it. They'd claim the value of the sacrifice wasn't high enough, or something.
In the end, people are going to believe what they want to believe. There's no such thing as a correct answer.
Well, it's about time we split up. This ain't a good time for minors to be walking around.
Yeah, I guess I'll head home. Thanks for everything, Oi.
What did she do?
That's surprisingly decent coming from you. Have you fallen for me?
1 to 5, how do we feel about that one?
2.
You are nicer than we are.
Don't look so upset. I'm unexpectedly fond of you, you know.
ACAB.
By the way, Nanami, how did Ami's examination go?
Oh yeah, I never told you. They found some abnormalities in her brainwaves, so she's under examination until tomorrow.
Too. I hope Natsumi gets better soon, so they can go back to their normal lives.
Yeah, me too.
If Aunt Natsumi's coma is because of Kakuya's curse,
then Ami's not getting her normal life back until I do something about Kakuya.
Alright, I'm heading out. See you guys.
Didn't you literally just say that it wasn't safe for minors to be walking around and then just left 2 minors to walk around?
Yep.
Oi disappears in the direction of Shinza Station.
I think I'll say my goodbyes here too. My hotel room's right by Shinza Station.
You
That's
can
right, I
invite
forgot
us
he
to
was-
stay.
You could.
So you're still not going home, huh?
I can't. Not while you could end up getting suddenly cursed again like you did today.
Aw. Amanome seems completely fine, but I've constantly been causing him trouble for these past few weeks, including what happened to Maruhashi.
What's the matter? He's staring at me.
We just need to kiss him. What is wrong with this game? At first, I didn't want him to get involved, but if he hadn't been there to help me, I never would have survived this long.
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Really caused you a lot of trouble. Sorry.
Like I care. It's my job to back you up. You're all brawn and no brains. If I left you alone, you'd be the one in trouble.
Guess we're in the same boat. You forgetting who saved you when that gang was gonna kidnap you back in elementary school?
Did you forget who introduced you to the underground machines when you needed cash? Matches?
Then
And
you're forgetting high school when... Man, we could keep this going forever. We just need to kiss. Like, what is stopping us?
Seriously. Well, I'm gonna get going. See you later.
Tonight? Amanome disappears down a bustling street. Now that I think of it, a lot of people have helped me get this far. I gaze up at the night sky for a while, picturing all the people who have helped me. Because of your close relationship with Amanome, Amanome character file was updated. Because of your close relationship with Amanome, Maruhashi character file was updated. Because of your close relationship with Ami, Ami character file was updated. Because of your close relationship with Natsumi, the Natsumi character file was updated. The Oi character file was updated. We're not close with her. The Nanami character file updated. Guess I'll get going myself. I go to the station and quickly hop on the last train heading to Kisoji. After arriving at Kisoji Station, which is deserted at this hour, I head to my apartment. Well, now... Oops, not what I wanted to do. Okay, so here's me. Did we just talk? Let's see. He successfully keeps fight matches. Can you stop talking, man? Oh, we have stats. Okay, our skill is a right straight combo, and our personal best is 8 punches per second. Our equipment is bloodstained leather gloves. So many opponents have blood on them that they smell a bit. Our subclass is high school student level 5, because our class is fighter level 72. Okay, what does Amanome say? Let's see. 18 years old. His birthday's June 9th. His hobbies are threatening while merrymaking, which is amazing. He likes fruit and older women. He dislikes ghosts and the occult, so he's in the wrong game. He's a legend for merging the color gangs. He's a high school level student level 40 and Yakuza level 51. His skill is supplemental shooting. He sees through others to accurately hit their weakest points, and his equipment is the crest of the Amanome family. Using this puts fear into non-members. Like, what is any of the use of this? What is Ami's class? Her birthday's November 22nd. Oh, she's 10. Her hobbies are cheering for Momo. She's apparently talked to a dog with a human face. She's an elementary school student, level 23, and sister, level 75. Her skills are replicating Momo's dance. She might be better than Momo Kurose herself. And her equipment is pink headphones, which were a gift from Yuri Takamura. All right. Let's go home, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know who let Ami talk to the dog with the human face, but let's not.
Mm-mm.
Oh. D-card?
Mhm.
A text. I open up the message. Date 8/20/2300 from D-Man. Subject D-Mail 10. How are you? It's D-Man. This will be my final message. I admire your dedication for finding my analysis reports. I'd like to personally thank you, my true comrade. If you don't mind, come to the graveyard's entrance. Okay. Where's the graveyard? I'm finally gonna get to see his face. A graveyard. Probably the one not far from here. Choosing not to go home, I instead head to the place you mentioned. Thank God they did not make me navigate there, because I don't know I could find it.
Mhm.
This is the spot D-Man said to be. Doesn't look like he's here yet. Calls me out, but doesn't bother to be here, huh? I'm under no obligation to wait. Going home is starting to sound like a good idea. Just then... No, I think we need to go home now, thanks. A man's
Yeah.
voice whispers in my ear.
Ew.
I spin around, but no one's there. Straining my ears, I try to sense his presence, but all I hear is the wind. Just my imagination, I guess. I turn back towards the graveyard. Great! And he's standing there in front of me. So this is the elusive D-Man. Ashen face, unfocused eyes, a bloodstained shirt, and an aura that can't possibly be human. Is he dead? He's quite good at the phone for a ghost. I study
Yeah.
him as he slowly approaches me.
Hello, did I scare you?
1 to 5. How do we feel about that?
I don't know how to react.
Yeah, like,
Chat says 3.
well, let's go 3 then.
I guess you're used to stuff like this by now. You should be voicing D-Man. You've been doing this the whole time.
Would you like me to?
Sure.
No, excuse me. And while I'm apologizing, please allow me to say how nice it is to meet you. This is the first time we've met, but he's being so friendly with me, like I'm a long-lost pal. Guess he's taken a liking to me after sending all those texts. My real name is Hiro Aratama. Sorry to meet you like this, but in life I was the desk editor for All Parts Monthly. Desk man, so D-Man. Well, that's less exciting than I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I want to express my thanks to you, but I also have one thing I want to confirm. His cheerful voice suddenly turns serious. It's about my writings. You always seemed so interested in them. To the point, what do you truly want to do? That's what I want to know. Who do you truly wish to become? I pray that you don't disappoint me. Dude, I just picked up your cards and now you're possibly going to kill me. All right, what's the answer?
Explore untapped world.
All right. The unknown. I want to explore the untapped world. That was written on the first D card I found. Yeah, that was months ago. I did not remember that, thanks. I bet he wanted me to become a fellow explorer of the untapped world. That's gotta be the answer he's looking for. Oh, wonderful. You're exactly the man I expected. From now on, the untapped world will welcome you. Okay. Nanami, I'm glad I was able to meet you today. Thank you for everything. I have one last report to give you. Now then, may you remain in good health until the day you arrive at the abyss of the untapped world. And with that, he vanishes. Where he was standing is a familiar-looking card. Obtained a D card. I lower my gaze to the writing on the card. Spirit Memoirs 10-1. Hyaki Yagyo. Apologies for alarming you earlier. I was so happy to finally meet you that I asked what I shouldn't have. Who I am is just what I told you before. I'm Hiro Aratama, former desk editor for All Parts Monthly. Many of my acquaintances, like Mr. K, are familiar with the paranormal. No blame on them, but I often got carried away. It's how I'm like this. I've always felt bad about dying. It caused trouble for the editorial department and the magazine's readers. That aside, I'm ecstatic to welcome you as a fellow explorer of the untapped world. I'd like to start out by sharing information with you on Hyakkiyagyo, what we're currently after. Do you know what Hyakkiyagyo is? It's the march of evil spirits of rivers and mountains, much like those found in ancient tales of this country. It's a piece of fiction, but the Hyakkiyagyo we're after isn't. Would you believe me if I said a large group of spirits like those you faced used to march along this land of Musashino a long time ago? It's your right and duty to affirm everything paranormal, including my bizarre stories, as I don't have to convince you now. Back to Hyakkiyagyo, we believe at the center of the covered-up historical incidents is a certain presence. It has the power to create dangerous spirits. I'm sure someone's come to mind. It's Kaguya, or more accurately, the Kaguya doll. A doll with similar powers was connected to the Mark case in H City. These doll spirits are considered the core of what causes the Hyakkiyagyo. We assume a death march occurs when doll spirits gather the dead and turn them into spirits, but we don't know much about these dolls yet. All of the families from the Edo period associated with dolls have disappeared and passed down items were lost in the war. The only possible lead we might get is for you to ask the doll spirit directly. But you must be very careful. You'll soon reach the end of Kakuya's game. If you observe closely, you could learn new information. That said, don't end up like me. If worst comes to worst, put your own safety first. Now, I have much to say to you, but look how I am. Sadly, I have someplace I need to be, but thank you for keeping me company all this time. I'll tell my acquaintances about you when I get a chance. Goodbye, Nanami. Until we meet again. D-Man. Oh, that was kind of nice. So, this is finally the end. The abyss of the untapped world. What's that supposed to mean? Pondering the meaning behind his words, I walk home. When I get home, I immediately head to the bathroom and take a hot shower. I can still feel that lukewarm sensation from the blood that spurted when I cut the demon Tsukuyomi. Are we still just walking around covered in blood? I need to know.
Yeah, I think so.
I want to wash that off as soon as possible. Like, we took a train covered in blood.
We did.
I'm sure that didn't cause any issues. I haven't seen Kakuya since the day she told me about the Killer Peach game. The fact that she hasn't shown up, despite the fact that I took Ami back, makes me feel uneasy. But Kakuya's curse disappeared. What's going on? Maybe Kakuya is still watching me, even though I can't see her. From beyond this mirror? From the realm of the dead? That's right. Where'd that thing go? I search my drawers, shelves, and under the bed, and quickly find that. In the bloodometry vision I had, Masaru Ishimaru, was holding this doll. It's definitely the same one. In that vision, Yakumo Miroku said, Oh, that's not me.
Oh, that's just junk now. No, that I'm the last successor of the Miroku family.
It definitely looks just like junk, but its appearance is similar to Kakuya's. That's bugging me. I'll think about it later. I need to get up early tomorrow to go pick Ami up. I better get to sleep. Alright, our spirit file demon Tsukuyomi has been updated. Alright, the summary. Tomoko Okayama lost her son and husband in the fire. The arsonist was Masaru Ishimaru, Noboru Ishimaru's son. After losing his mother, he turned a psychopath and committing crimes. He tried to resurrect his mom with the demon Tsukuyomi ritual. His father covered up the incident with underworld connections, and the grudges of fire victims in Okayama. Masaru Ishimaru is gone. Alright. Anything else I need to do?
go to bed.
All right. Time to turn in for the night. Let's sleep. Collapsing on the bed, I shut my eyes.
Maverick. God.
A bunch of things happened tonight. Some of it shocking.
Maverick, stop.
I would have sworn I was going to find myself awake for hours after shutting my eyes. But I must be exhausted. My consciousness quickly fades away.
Oh my God. Maverick, stop. Sorry.
What's he doing?
He would like to go OUTSIDE.
Mhm.
And if I say that actual word, he'll start fucking losing his mind. So that's what's happening, is he wants to do that.
Well, we should probably end here for tonight, so he
Yes,
can
it's a good spot.
possibly do that. So next stream is tomorrow. So as a reminder, next week we are off, and part of the week after. So we'll do a stream tomorrow. You got any announcements? I remember we said you were going to have them, but I can't remember.
Yeah, so just a general announcement. I know that my attendance has been hit or miss, and that trend is going to continue for a little bit. I am in the process of moving. So I just wanted to tell you guys that, so that way Kels doesn't, if Kels forgets, or you're like, man, Lemur hasn't been on stream for a while. I'm working on moving. So just know that. And yeah, because after I've just so much shit that you have to do. Thank you, I appreciate it. That I just, like, yesterday was a lot. I spent like an hour and a half at Lowe's ordering a refrigerator and completely zapped. Yeah, don't worry, I'll hide the bodies before. I'm pretty. According to the inspector, the crawl space is pretty clean, so I could put new bodies there.
That's a very important thing when you're moving. You got to find a place to put the bodies.
Yes, so crawl space is if you're a cop, you didn't hear that.
If you're a cop, you can fucking fight me.
But yeah, so just know that I will do my best to come hang out, but I will probably be more sporadic over the next couple of months, probably. So
Woo.
Yeah.
Excellent. And as a reminder, Mana is performing at Metrocon this weekend, I think it is.
Yes.
So go, if you're in the area, go see them. Go watch them perform. I don't know if any of the events are live streamed, but if they are, watch them. I will be traveling, so I'm gonna miss them. So please cheer enough for me as well.
I know Mana's been posting a lot about it on their Instagram. So definitely, if you don't already follow Mana Bingo on Instagram, go check them out, and you'll find out what the hell is going on, because they are posting pretty constantly. So you up to date news all the time.
And they've been working super hard, so whatever comes out is going to be amazing. I only sort of know, so I'm very excited to find out what all happens. But otherwise, I will talk to you all tomorrow. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out, and that's all I got. Night.
Bye.
Bye.